Do you ever get down and discouraged and feel like throwing in the towel? Especially if you're in the midst of a huge project and you've hit a snag. You know, there's been a monkey wrench thrown into your plans, and you know, you're in deep. And you think, oh my goodness, how am I going to get out of this mess? Or, you know, I don't foresee that this project is ever going to be finished. And then you think of that verse that, you know, consider the cost in building a tower. You know, make sure that you have enough to complete it, or else basically you're going to get made fun of. And I'm totally paraphrasing that passage that I'm referring to. But have you ever just felt so overwhelmed that you just felt like giving up? Especially when it's something that you've dreamed of doing for such a long time, or even if it's something that you feel like God has actually commanded you or called you to do, and yet you feel like you're stuck and it's never going to get accomplished, it's never going to get finished, it's never going to get done. You just feel so overwhelmed, like all the cards are stacked against you and the odds are against you, and you know, you just feel like just giving up. Well, don't. I know, it's easier said than done. I know, I'm not in your shoes, I'm not in the middle of it. I don't know what's going on. I get that. But listen to this. Psalm 126 says, in verse 5, those who sow in tears will reap with cries of joy. Those who go forth weeping, carrying sacks of seed, will return with cries of joy, carrying their bundled sheaves, or sheaves, I should say. So in other words, the psalmist is saying that the building process, the creating process, the seeing the plans come to fruition process is not always a walk in the park, a cakewalk, you know, skipping and jumping and tra-la-la. It's not always fun. That there's going to be trials, troubles, tribulations, burdens. There's going to be roadblocks. There's going to be things that overcome. But it's those trials and tribulations and those burdens and those things that we have to overcome is what makes us stronger. It's what builds our faith. When we overcome them and conquer them, and we thought we could never do it, we look back and say, wow, I could see how God worked and pulled me through this. So it's there not to discourage us, but actually to strengthen us, even though mentally and psychologically it may discourage us at first. Just remember that passage. Those who sow in tears will reap with cries of joy. You know, it's just like birthing a baby. In the midst of giving birth to a child, the woman's like, I can't do this. I don't know if I can go through this. I'm going to die in childbirth. This seems impossible. This is more pain than I've ever felt in my whole life. But immediately after the child is born, there's tears and cries of joy, and the pain and the struggle to bring the child into the world is quickly forgotten. It's just a memory now. Those who sow in tears will reap with cries of joy. Those who go forth weeping, carrying sacks of seed, will return with cries of joy, carrying their bundled sheaves. So if God has commanded you or called you to do something, or you know that there's a mission you have to accomplish or a task that you have to get done, and you know that it's got to be, you know that you were born for this and designed for this, you know, God hasn't brought you this far just to turn his back on you. He didn't bring you this far just to see you fail. Just look at this trial and the tribulation and the roadblock that you're experiencing as a faith builder and as something God brought along to reveal his power and glory, and to strengthen you and to build your faith. Because you know what? A solution will come. You will get over that hump, and once you do, you will shout with joy, because you'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. You'll see the ribbon at the end of the finish line. You know that you're in the home stretch, and that you can make it. You'll have that knowledge that, you know what, I can do this. Yeah, this thing is going to get done. So put all your faith and all your trust in the Lord, and don't give up no matter how hard it gets. Hey, thanks for listening. Go out there and have a great day. God bless. Come check out Dr. Dialect on the web at abrahamsdescendants.com/Dr. Dialect. Also on Facebook at facebook.com/dialectdoctor.